The LA Clippers are legit. After having a rocky start with James Harden, they've gone 8-2 over the last 10 games, 15-5 over the last 20 games, and their offense is rolling. James Harden is having the most efficient season of his career, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are still playing at a very high level, and depth pieces like Norman Powell, Ivica Zubac, and even Russell Westbrook have helped this team finally live up to their expectations. In this video, we'll look into what's made the Clippers such an elite team thus far, and why they can truly contend come playoff time. Before we begin, be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a tremendous difference for the channel, and be sure to sub to the channel for even more content like this. After an 0-5 start with James Harden, Russell Westbrook acts to come off the bench, and the rest is history. With James Harden running the show as the primary ball handler, his shot creation and playmaking ability and efficiency have helped him be a godsend at the point guard position. He's definitely no longer the 36 points per game scorer All-NBA player he was in 2020, but elements of his game that made him great at that time are paying huge dividends for this team. James is still an elite isolation scorer, placing in the 93rd percentile among players in isolation scoring, and producing more points per isolation possession than Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jason Tatum, Joel Embiid, Kawhi Leonard, and literally every all-star from last season. He still provides rim pressure and finds teammates on kickouts, is obviously still effective operating as a pick-and-roll maestro, and still has excellent vision to not only find his teammates moving off ball, but make their job just easier around the court. The Clippers' offense is also rolling because of Harden's increased attempts as an off-ball shooter, shooting 2 catch-and-shoot threes a game at 43% shooting. With attention being taken away from him due to playing with other all-stars, Harden is still putting together one of the most efficient seasons of his NBA career, having a true shooting percentage of 65.1% on the season and shooting a career-best 42% from 3 on 7 attempts a game. Having one of the best playmakers that we've ever seen set up 2 of the best wings of the generation is definitely a recipe for success, and he's had a profound impact on the entire team as well. Harden and Zubac have formed a great pick-and-roll partnership, which has led Zoo to have the best season of his NBA career. Harden's defense has actually taken a step up due to playing within the scheme and alongside other good defensive players, and the team seems to be developing great chemistry. Ever since Harden claimed to be the system, the Clippers have turned a new leaf. However, another main reason for the Clippers' turnaround is the insane play of Kawhi Leonard. Before the Clippers' 15-5 stretch, Kawhi was averaging 21 points, 5 rebounds and 4 assists, along with 1.9 steals on 46% from the field and 42% from 3 on 17 shots a game. That would be a career year for most players, but that was a stretch where Kawhi wasn't even at his healthiest and where the Clippers were still trying to find their identity after adding a player like James Harden. Within their 15-5 stretch though, Kawhi has averaged 27 points, 6 rebounds and 4 assists on 56% from the field, 43% from 3 on 5 attempts a game, and 93% from the free throw line through 16 games. In that stretch as well, he also played 3 sets of back-to-backs where he played in 34 minutes and 13 seconds in each of those games on average, and he and PG even played their most consecutive amount of games together since joining LA in 2019. If Kawhi Leonard is healthy, the Clippers can contend with practically anyone because a healthy Kawhi is up there with the best of the best in the league. The last game he played in the regular season was an away game in Dallas where he put up a performance of 30 points, 10 rebounds and 5 assists, and completely took over in the 4th quarter through scoring and playmaking. His last playoff performance was a 35-7-6 performance on 55% from the field and 60% from 3 in 2 games against the Phoenix Suns, and Kawhi has a proven track record with going toe-to-toe with the best the league has to offer. The Clippers also have another wing in Paul George this season who is pretty good. PG, coming off an all-star season, is still one of the best players in the league, is lethal from the outside, can destroy you on and off the ball, and still brings it defensively. Astonishingly, he had that horrific leg injury all those years ago that could have altered practically anyone's career, but he bounced back like nothing happened and has solidified himself as a perennial all-star. What he did in guiding the Clippers to the 2021 West Finals without Kawhi isn't harped on enough, and the combination of he and Kawhi makes his team all the more dangerous on both ends of the floor. The Clippers lost some depth pieces after acquiring James Harden, but many have stepped up to fill the void and make a difference this season. As mentioned before, Zubac is having a career year, putting up a career best 12.4 points per game, 3.3 offensive rebounds per game, 1.4 blocks, and is shooting 64% from the field. He's put together 3 straight games of having a double-double, including his most recent game against Memphis, where he dropped 15 points, 20 rebounds, and 6 offensive rebounds. Norman Powell continues to be a very valuable bench scorer, putting up 13 points per game on 49% from the field and 44% from 3, and probably one of the most integral pieces on this team is Russell Westbrook, as he's been solid as well. Harden might be the better option at the point guard position, but let's not overlook the sacrifices that Russ made to put the Clippers in this position. He adjusted his role last season to adapt better with the team, went off against the Phoenix Suns in the playoffs, sans Kawhi and PG, still took an immense pay cut to stay with the team in the offseason, and now volunteered to come off the bench so that this team could reach its full potential. In that, he's still averaging 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists, and is still a very productive piece for the team. One thing I love about this Clippers team is their ability to beat you in a variety of ways. They can completely rout you like they did the best offense in the league in Indiana of a score of 151 to 127, or they can rout you by hanging you up 119 points on your head and limiting you to just 99 points due to their defense. They give up the 7th fewest points in the paint over the last 20 games, and opponents are shooting just 46% from the field and 35% from 3 in that stretch. The Clippers do have individual players who are great on that end, but the key here has been buying into the scheme and holding each other accountable. Ty Lue said for everyone to give the Clippers some time when it came to the Harden experiment, and they're now up there with the best of the best in the league. They certainly have the talent as well as proven playoff performers. They can attack defensive breakdowns, given their stars' abilities to be off-ball threats and punish defenses on the ball through kickouts. They are a great 3-point shooting team, and they are great at home. OKC, Denver, and Minnesota have every right to claim themselves as the best team in the West right now, but with what the Clippers have built, they do have a recipe for success come playoff time. With that being said, let me know your thoughts on the LA Clippers. Let me know how you feel about the James Harden era and whether you believe the Clippers are true title contenders. Also, besides health, what do you feel can hold them back come playoff time? Let me know in the comment section down below. Be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a tremendous difference for the channel, and be sure to sub to the channel for even more content like this. Happy New Year to all of you, and I hope that all of you have a blessed year. Hope to see you all in the next one, and stay